Hello internet friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lindsay or LiJo, and today we're going to be talking about how to FE, extroverted feeling, better. If you'd like to talk to me about this subject or anything related to your cognitive journey, you can book a video session below with me on Snug. So here we go. Extroverted feeling is very much about meeting others where they're at and the chemical exchange and reciprocation in that place. It could be happiness, sadness, goofing around, or just a plain rant. I mean, you could just be fired up on a rant and think you're about to rant alone, but no. The extroverted feeler is going to come along and rant alongside you in solidarity of that thing that did you wrong. So what shouldn't you do at any given time when you're trying to harness, embody that extroverted feeling function, whether you have it or not, and use it as a tool? All right, so number one is you shouldn't try to teach anybody a lesson in that moment. And this one goes out to all the thinkers out there, especially my extroverted thinking brothers and sisters. Yes, this one goes out to us. Those of us who will take an emotional type situation, a situation that calls for FE, and use it as a teaching opportunity to give the person a lesson on how to make it never happen again. And the funny thing is the extroverted thinkers are giving you the lesson on how not to go through this emotional type situation again, because really at the end of the day, we're the ones who are uncomfortable. And so we don't want it to happen again. And so here's your way to fix it, tribe. Why don't you hop on that? Well, you know why this is making you so upset? It's because you haven't thought about X, Y, or Z. And I'm sure you haven't even considered Q. Have you? Next time you should really consider Q first, and then maybe X, Y, and Z won't happen and you won't find yourself in this situation again. Thanks, TE. But we weren't looking for a recommendation, a lesson, a teaching experience, or even what to do at all. We are doing what we need to do in this moment, which may be just being upset and venting. So TE users, come alongside the person instead of teaching, instead of instructing, instead of turning this moment into a very cringeworthy lesson. All right, point number two on what you shouldn't do if you are trying to harness the FE better. You shouldn't make a situation about you by centering it on your opinions and or corrections. All right, so imagine this, it's a vibe. It's after 5 o'clock on a Friday and some of your coworkers are sitting around the coffee table, making jokes, having a light-hearted conversation. The mood, it's great. This is a great time to exchange positive chemicals. Again, light-hearted, low pressure. No one is taking life too seriously. Hey, we're all done with work. But then suddenly, TI hears something that it doesn't agree with. Something that it hears and perceives as incorrect, and it just can't help but resist the urge to say, but actually. So what happens here? The vibe no longer exists because the vibe was shared amongst the collective. It was an extroverted feeling chemical circle. Now, the attention is turned to you, your corrections, your opinions, and your perception. People are no longer paying attention to each other, they're paying attention to you and what you think is right. TI users, this is a tip to take to heart. You care far more about what is correct than anyone else. People just say things and they don't think about it. And they really don't even care if it's correct. And they're just trying to exchange a vibe, exchange a good time. And then you'll come in and you'll make a correction and you'll tell them what the correct thing is. And you know what? They are still not going to think about it. TI, preserve the vibe. Not everything that is incorrect is worthy of a call out. And point number three, what you shouldn't do if you're trying to harness that extroverted feeling function is make the emotional situation around your emotions, not the collective. Yes, good old introverted feeling. Though I have extroverted thinking above introverted feeling, I've been known to pull out this card as well when I should have been being a little bit more FE conscious. So good old introverted feeling. It may sound something like, well, you're upset now at me because of XYZ. But you being upset at me about XYZ has now made me upset about the fact that you're upset. And so do you know what? Now I'm equally, if not more pissed off. And I'm so pissed off that I can't even hear what you were upset about in the first place. And I'm gonna be so stuck in my emotions that I can't even see yours. Or maybe it's a happy thing, someone's birthday, a great opportunity to do extroverted feeling. But you, as the FI user, well, someone has sent you a cryptic text message, and now they're not texting you back, and you're some kind of combination of sad, angry, and annoyed. You are so sad, angry, and annoyed that birthday? Wait, whose birthday? You basically might as well not even be there because you are centered on your emotional state first. And there's the fact that everyone can see you. Everyone can see that your emotional energy is being fully expended on yourself instead of everyone else. But you probably won't see that as the introverted feeler because you're seeing your own state of emotions first and not even the reactions from the people around you that are like, hey, come on, like, it's Joe's birthday. Like, you know, he's not doing so good. This could be his last one. Like, let's have a good time. Come on. So what I hope you've gotten out of this video is a new perspective on the defaults that we go to instead of harnessing that extroverted feeling at a higher degree or just being aware of that tool and our ability to use it. And the important thing here is not to overcomplicate it. Meet somebody where they're at. Become a part of their story. Be a character in their narrative and walk alongside them. Allow the exchange of simple chemicals to create that solidarity in which that person feels as though you are on their side. You're walking with them. You are there with them in this moment through what they are experiencing, whether that be happiness, sadness, joy, grief, any of the emotions, right? That you are with them in that place, on that journey, and moving forward. So that's it for this video. I hope it helps you on your journey, whether that be with FE or not. I'll see you in my next one. Goodbye, internet friends.